I'll start back from when I was first nominated to the FIFA Council in 2013. And I can recall all of the media headlines saying earth-shattering decision made, historic, all of these strong terms and words. Whilst they were true in what they were saying, it was kind of disappointing in a way because football and women's football development have been in existence for many, many years. And you would have thought that by then, if you were going to have a nomination to a board such as the FIFA Council, that everyone would have welcomed it and it would have been no surprise. But it definitely was, because in most people's mind, this was still a men's world, as many termed it. So, coming on from that, and if we look around us, we can see that there are many women since then that are in management administration positions in football. We've seen more on and off the field. So for Concacaf to prioritize the development of women's football, I think it's remarkable. It's not only remarkable, but it's a much needed process. Because if we in this region wants to compete alongside not only the best teams in the world, but compete with the teams in the world, if we want our officials to be competing and working alongside the best in the world, our administrators to be alongside the top administrators in the world, this is the direction where we need to go. Well, Concacaf W, as most of us dubbed it in the region, we looked at it as the first intentional step of Concacaf taking women's football development serious in this region. I saw it as them not only talking the talk, but actually putting, action to the words that they're saying, because I've been around for a very long time. And I got so used to everyone throwing around the word development of women's football, promoting women's football, women's equality. And I think, it was dubbed that, especially since the FIFA reforms were rolled out, it was the politically correct thing to say. But there wasn't a lot being done. So when Concacaf came on board and they launched the Concacaf W initiative, I would say that was historic. It was historic for our region, and it was definitely a step in the right direction. We saw where Concacaf rolled out the senior women's national team calendar. This was welcomed by all of our member associations in the region, because this is going to be a 4-year series. It started from 2021 to 24. We saw the Concacaf Women's W Championship, which we've all enjoyed. We saw some of our teams qualify to the Women's World Cup then. This 4-year cycle, what this is going to mean for us as well, in particular the Caribbean region, where there's not much competition outside of World Cup qualifiers, it's going to mean we're going to play more games, more competition, teams are going to get better. It's going to give countries an opportunities to play home and away competition. So it definitely equates to more competition happening. For most of us, it's more than double. So, this was phenomenal, definitely. One of the best programs that Concacaf rolled out was the Concacaf We Belong and the Business of Belonging. I think it was one of the most important for me because of what it stands for, what it really represents. I can remember many years ago in one of my initial discussions on a panel, we were talking about women's football strategy, and this was long before I believe the organization really got serious or intentional about the development of football, but it was good to be a part of a discussion like that. And we were trying to create a theme around women's football. And I believe together we came up with a theme that says something like Maybe every girl would not get an opportunity to play in a World Cup, but every girl would get an opportunity to play football or be provided with an opportunity to play football. I think this we belong and business of belonging totally encompasses that idea, because what Concacaf I think has proven is that whilst all of our teams may not make it to the Women's World Cup, but all of our girls will definitely have an opportunity to play football, and we will provide opportunities for our women in the game.